Hello everyone, I am Priyanka Gohil. Today I am going to discuss about the cell, its types and the structure. And this topic is from biochemistry subject and there is a separate playlist for the biochemistry topics. So it will be much easier to get all the topics in the sequence. And for your reminder, do not forget to subscribe the channel. Now here are the topics we have discussed previously. So we have discussed about definition of biochemistry, significance of biochemistry in nursing, importance of biochemistry in nursing, and here are the learning objectives of today's topic. So we will going to discuss about the cell theory, variety of living organism, types of cells, and structure of the eukaryotic cell. So all the organisms are made up of these cells and it is discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. Here is the definition. So it is the basic structural, functional and biological unit of life. The cell is the basic membrane bound unit that contains the fundamental molecules of life and of which all the living things are composed of. Now from where this word has come? So the word cell comes from a Latin word that is cella and it means a small room. Now the cell are a building block of life where all the chemical processes occurs. They take up the biological molecules, convert them into energy or use them to carry out specialized functions. They also contains the hereditary material which determine the genetic characteristics. Now here is the cell theory. So the cell theory was developed by Jacob and Desquin, and this theory states that all organisms are composed of one or more cells. All the cells come from pre-existing cells. The vital function of an organism occur within the cell and all cells contain hereditary information necessary for cell function and for transmitting from one generation to the another generation. Now here are the variety of living organism. So all the living things like animal, plant, bacteria, fungi, protozoa are made up of cell and based on the involvement of the cell numbers, these organisms are divided into two varieties. First is unicellular organism and second is multicellular organism. So these unicellular organism means the organisms are made up of just one single cell. As example, various bacteria. And this multicellular organism are made up of many cells. We can say animal cells. So now human body is made up of about 1 trillion cells. Many identical cells will join together and it will form a tissue. Then various tissues that perform a particular function will organize together and it will form an organ. Then various organs will join together and form an organ system. And this is how the human body forms. Now we have types of cell. So there are two types of cell. First one is eukaryotic cell and second one is prokaryotic cell. Now eukaryotic cells are those cells which have a true nucleus. It has a nuclear membrane within which there is well-defined chromosomes and it has other membrane-bound organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, etc. We will discuss all these in later. Now organisms with eukaryotic cells are called as eukaryotes and they may be single celled or multicellular organism like cells of plant, animal and fungi. Now if we talk about prokaryotic cell, so prokaryotic cells are those cells whose nucleus is not distinct and their DNA is not organized into the chromosome. They also lack in most of the membrane-bound organelles. The organisms with prokaryotic cells are called as prokaryotes. They are usually unicellular, like bacteria. Now, structure of a eukaryotic cell. So, a typical eukaryotic cell, as seen under light microscope, has two major parts. First part is a plasma membrane, and second is the cytoplasm and its organelles. Here, the different substances that make up the cell are collectively called as protoplasm. So first we will talk about the plasma membrane. So here I have a structure of the eukaryotic cell. So this surrounding membrane, this outer membrane, this is called as the plasma membrane. It is a thin, elastic, semi-permeable membrane of 7.5 to 10 nanometer thickness. It is a living membrane and it is made up of phospholipid bilayer that is embedded with proteins. It is a flexible membrane and so it can fold inside or outside. It is made up of 55% of proteins, 25% of phospholipid, 13% of cholesterol, 4% of lipid, and 3% of carbohydrate. Now, functions of this plasma membrane. So, this plasma membrane protects the cell contents from the surrounding environment. It provides a shape to the cell. It is semi-permeable and allows transport of certain substances into the cell and out of the cell. And it also helps in forming the cell junction. Now we'll talk about the cytoplasm and its organelles. So in eukaryotic cells, the protoplasm surrounding the nucleus is called cytoplasm. It is a clear gelatinous fluid that fills the cell and surrounds the organelles. See, here is the cytoplasm inside the cell membrane. This all the area. Now plasm, that is related to something plasma. Plasma is a liquid. Cyto is related to cell. So we can say cytoplasm, that is a liquid or fluid of the cell that remains inside the cell membrane and surrounding the all the organelles or the small structures of the cell. Now, this cytoplasm contains 90% of water, dissolved substances, various minerals, sugar, certain ions, vitamins, amino acids, proteins, and enzymes. Now, this cytoplasm is a seat for many pathways like glycolysis and HMP pathway. HMP pathway means the hexose monophosphate. These all things we will see in the subsequent topics. Now the cytoplasm is also called as cytosol. It contains well-organized structures called as organelles which vary in size from few nanometer to many micrometers, and they are specialized to carry out one or more vital functions of the cell. Now we will discuss about these organelles. So here in this structure of the cell, you can see these small structures. Okay, it was a cell membrane. Here there was a cytoplasm and here are some small structures. So one by one we will see all the organelles. So first, at the center portion, you can see this circular structure. It is a nucleus. So this nucleus is made up of three parts. So outside of the nucleus, this membrane, it is called as a nuclear membrane. Then on the nuclear membrane, you can see these dots. These are nuclear pores. Then inside the membrane, there is a nucleolus. Then if you see outside of the nucleus, here at the surrounding area, you can see the structure, both the sides. These are endoplasmic reticulum. Now these endoplasmic reticulum are of two types. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum and the second is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. See here, this is something look like a same with this, but there is a one difference, that here you can see these dots, and on another side there are no any dots. These dots are a small structure that is called as ribosome. So if there is presence of ribosome on the endoplasmic reticulum, it is rough endoplasmic reticulum, and if it is not present, this is called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now moving from here, these are the Golgi apparatus. Here we have centrioles. These are the lysosome, and these structures, these are mitochondria. So this is whole a structure of the eukaryotic cell, and all these organelles we will study in detail in our upcoming videos. We will see structure of the organelles and the functions of the organelles. So today we have discussed about the cell theory, variety of living organism, types of cells, and structure of the eukaryotic cell. Already I have said that in upcoming video we will discuss the structure and function of the various organelles. Thank you so much everyone. Do like and share this video to your friends, your faculties, and your students. Your comments are always welcome, and make sure to subscribe the channel to get notification every time whenever I upload a new topic.